Hi, my name is Sanki Lee. I'm a scientist working here at NOAA AOML through University of Miami. My usual work involves numerical modeling of the atmosphere and ocean. Today I'm going to talk about the ocean and extreme weather research here at NOAA AOML. As you can see here, over the central U.S. in spring, the cold and dry upper level air from the high latitude collide with the warm and moist low level air coming from the Gulf of Mexico at different altitude. As a result, the atmospheric column is conditionally unstable and the wind shear is very large over the central U.S. and these provide favorable conditions to form a supercell, which is known to be linked to tornado genesis. In April and May of 2011, we had a record-breaking number of tornadoes and tornado-related fatalities in the U.S., and that makes 2011 one of the 4 deadliest tornado years in the U.S. history. Our research here indicates that 5 historical tornado outbreak years, including in 1917, 1925, 1936, 1974, and 2011, were all La Nina years, as you can see here for the 1974 and 2011 cases. These dots indicate the incidence of the intense tornadoes during the 10 La Nina years in the upper panel and for the 10 neutral years in the lower panels. As you can see here, the number of intense tornado years is nearly double during the La Nina years. We also found that 7 out of 10 extreme tornado outbreaks, including the top 3 during the 1951 to 2011, were all associated with La Nina conditions. This is a composite of atmospheric conditions during the 10 most active tornado years. The upper panel shows the geopotential height and the wind anomaly at 500 millibar. And we can see an anomalous cyclone that brings more dry and cold upper level air to the central U.S. And in the second panel shows increased moisture transport, and the bottom panel shows increased low-level wind shear. So when we make a composite for the 10 La Nina years, we see a very similar conditions, as you can see here. And we also performed an atmospheric model simulation with the tropical Pacific sea surface temperature prescribed with that from the 10 La Nina years. As you can see here, the model response to the La Nina is very similar to the observations. La Nina usually peaks in winter months, so in spring, a La Nina can be either developing or dissipating. So this figure shows that during a La Nina onset phase, that is the developing phase, the probability of the tornado outbreaks increases from 9% to 29% south of the Ohio River, especially Kentucky, Tennessee, and Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. And as you can see from the lower panel, during the La Nina decay phase, the probability also increases from 12% to 20% of the central U.S., especially in these 2 states, Illinois and Indiana. Based on what we have learned from this research, currently we are exploring whether we could build a seasonal outlook for U.S. tornado outbreaks to help predict when and where intense tornado may strike before the tornado season begins. Thank you very much for your attention. For more information, please visit our website.